You just heard Speaker Boehner say this needs to be ripped out from its roots. What's your reaction?
Well, I think if Republicans make as their number one issue the repeal of health care, they're certainly going to lose the election in the House, in the Senate, and the presidency. Bottom line is most Americans are not for repeal. If you look at all the polls, a little more than a third are for repeal. The rest are either for keeping it or changing it, but not repealing it. And some of those who are for changing it want to make it tougher. And there's good reason for that. As you pointed out in your interview with Speaker Boehner, there are lots of things people like in the bill. The obvious ones, like your kids can stay on your health care till they're 26, the donut hole, prescription drug payments for seniors. But there are others that even Republicans like. Surprisingly, subsidies for people who can't afford health care, requiring employers to provide health care. So the bill overall, people do not want repeal. That's number one. Number two, Mitt Romney's in a total pickle here. He prescribed this. This was his bill. Speaker Boehner's saying it's a tax increase. They have some ads saying it's a tax increase. Are they going to say that Mitt Romney had the biggest tax increase in Massachusetts? Forget about it. But most important, Nora, and finally, the number one thing people want us to focus on is jobs, the economy, and increasing middle-class paychecks. The Republican Party's in a box. The Tea Party's pulling them over to just talk about repeal. That's number 6 or 7 in the polls. The economy, jobs, middle-class paychecks, number one. And the week we get back to Congress is going to be a great contrast. Right. They're going to vote on repeal of health care, litigating a battle that's been going on for 4 years, and the American people want us to move on. And we are going to put on the floor a small business jobs tax cut. You get a 10% tax credit for every new employee you hire or when you increase people's salaries.